Today we are going to discuss about organs of immune system, which include primary lymphoid organ and secondary lymphoid organ. Before going to that, we have to look about what is immune system. The immune system is a remarkably versatile defense system that has evolved to protect animals from invading pathogenic microorganisms and cancer. It is able to generate an enormous variety of cells and molecules capable of specially recognizing and eliminating an apparently limitless variety of foreign invaders. The organs classified functionally into two main groups: primary lymphoid organ, which provide appropriate microenvironment for the development and maturation of lymphocyte. The secondary lymphoid organ trap antigen from defined tissues or vascular spaces and are site where mature lymphocyte can interact effectively with that antigen. Let's look into primary lymphoid organs. The organs that can help the immature cells which is present in immune system to mature. These include thymus and bone marrow. Thymus. It has a flat bilobed structure. They are divided into two compartments, cortex and medullary region. The lobules are differentiated by trabeculae. Thymus surrounded by an outer layer known as capsule. The trabeculae is a strand of connective tissue. Cortex portion is densely packed with immature thymocyte, and medulla portion is densely packed with thymocyte. Nerve cells present in the cortex are for treating immature thymocyte. Nerve cells are thymic epithelial cell. It contains long membrane extension that can surround as many as thymocyte possible, forming large multicellular complexes. The function of medulla region is helpful in maturation and activation of T cells. It includes macrophages, corpus cells, interdigitating dendritic cells, and mature thymocyte. Both cortex and medullary cells of the thymus forms a three-dimensional stromal cell network so as to trap the foreign particles. The thymus reaches its maximal size at puberty and decreases in their size, weighs 70 grams. They are seen in infants more than in elder person a 3-gram weight. Function of thymus. The function of thymus is to generate and select a repertoire of T cells that will protect the body from infection. Bone marrow. B cells originate and mature in bone marrow. Hematopoiesis, that is production of hemoglobin, is in the bone marrow. In birds, B cells originate in bursa of fabricus. In humans and mice, bone marrow is a site of B cell origin and development. In case of birds, lymphoid organ called bursa of fabricus is the primary site of B cell maturation. Bone marrow B cell are source of 90% of immunoglobulins IgG and IgA. Bone marrow has two regions, red and yellow. Yellow bone marrow has the capacity to regain the red bone marrow when there is a case of excessive blood loss. Now let's talk about secondary lymphoid organs. Here we are going to discuss about lymph node, spleen, mucosal associated lymphoid tissue and cutaneous associated lymphoid tissue. Lymph node. Lymph node are the site where immune response are mounted to antigen in lymph. They are encapsulated bead-shaped structure containing a reticular network picked with lymphocyte, macrophages and dendritic cell. Lymph nodes are first organized lymphoid structure to encounter antigen that enter the tissue space as lymph percolate through a node. Any particulate antigen brought in with the lymph will be trapped by the cellular network of phagocytic cell and dendritic cell. Lymph node is divided into three compartments: cortex, paracortex and medulla. Cortex is the outermost layer containing B lymphocyte, macrophage, and follicular dendrocyte arranged in primary follicle. After antigenic challenge, the primary follicle enlarges into secondary follicle with a germinal center. Paracortex, populated largely with T lymphocyte and interdigitating dendritic cell which help to activate class II MHC molecule. Medulla, populated with lymphoid lineage cell. Of these, many are plasma cells which actively secreting antibody molecule. Spleen. Spleen is a large ovoid secondary lymphoid organ present in left abdominal cavity. Spleen specializes in filtering blood and trapping blood-borne antigen that it can respond to systemic infection. Spleen is surrounded by capsule that extend to form a projection into interior region which help to compartmentalize the spleen. The inner region of spleen is separated into two, red pulp and white pulp, which is separated by a diffused marginal zone. Red pulp is a site where old and defective RBC are destroyed and removed. White pulp is surrounded by branches of splenic artery. It is mainly populated by T cell. Mucosal associated lymphoid tissue. Mucous membrane lining the digestive, respiratory and urogenital system and a combined surface area of about 400 meters square. These are the major sites for entry of major pathogens. These vulnerable membrane surface defined by a group of organized lymphoid tissue mentioned earlier are known as mucosal associated lymphoid tissue. This tissue has a capacity to endocytose the antigen from the tubers, in which best one is gastrointestinal tract. Luminal antigen are endocytosed into vesicles that are transported from luminal membrane to underlying pocket membrane. The antibody present in these sites are responsible for killing the antigen. Cutaneous associated lymphoid tissue. The epidermal layer of the skin is composed largely of specialized epithelial cell called keratinocyte. These cells secrete a number of cytokines that may function to induce local inflammatory reaction. In addition, it can be induced to express class II MHC molecules. Cutaneous associated lymphoid tissue prevents the invasion of the foreign particles, which is through skin. This is an overview of organs involved in immune system. Thank you for watching.